Hi, I'm Ali Abbas Zafar and you're watching peepingmoon.com. Well, I hope we do that. um, but I think what's very important is that we're very happy with what we've made. Um, it's a very special film, and I think the way the content, whatever has come out, whether it's the trailer of the song and the way the people are reacting, I think we are very fortunate to get that kind of a reaction today. We were hoping for that reaction. I think no one is prepared for any kind of a reaction. We were hoping to get that reaction. See, whenever you do a film of this scale, which is also, like a tentpole film which comes on Eid, Diwali, Christmas, the expectations are really high. So your content has to supersede those expectations. And the kind of response the trailer got, Salman's look to Katrina's, diction, dialect, the way she's looking, to an overall story, that there is something which is new where Salman is going. He's playing so many characters, and the intrigue value is why is he doing that. I think all those things were the intention of the trailer, and when that happened, I think we've kind of hit the right button. Yes, because I write my own films. So I was not very keen that I should do like a remake. So when he gave me the film to watch, I was very hesitant. But when I saw the film, I thought there was something very beautiful and special there. So I came back to him and I told him, sir, if we have to do this film, it will go into a full-on rewrite. So now what we have in terms of Bharat is at heart the essences of Ode to My Father, because the story is very simple and special about a promise that a son makes to his father. But it's been scaled up to be like a quintessential Salman Khan Hindi film, and that took some time because there is a parallel journey of nation which goes along with his character, and to bridge the two in a credible content driven drama was a challenge. Well, the film spans for 7 decades. It starts in 47, finishes in 2010, and every chapter of his life is like a mini film. It's been designed like that, it's been screenplay like that, and every chapter has a beginning, middle, and end. It's like how life is, so because you're portraying a man's life, and also you're portraying that how in those 70 years the country has evolved and changed and evoluted. So somewhere or the other, it became like making 7 films. The design of 7 films is different. Technically, seven decades have been shot differently. So all those things kind of made it a challenging journey, but I think the way it's come out, we are quite happy with that. So what was very important is that, when I was writing the script, the writing of the script came a lot from the research that we were doing. So one whole year went on to what were the landmark events that people would remember. And at the same time, when Salman is a part of that decade, what would his character do to keep the promise that he's made to his father? So everything organically came from the story, and then we customized it to make it look like a film that his audience would watch and say that, "Arey, he's done something. He's talking in the same language that we want him to talk, but there is something more to it." So, for example, the original doesn't have the whole circus sequence, but when we were doing research about what in 60s could be a cool thing that he could do, we figured out the Russian circus, the Rambo circus were very cool, and we made him a stunt daredevil rider in Amot Ka Kuan. So that kind of brought the edge that a Salman Khan audience would want to see Salman in, but at the same time it's very true to the whole circus cultures of 60s. When he meets Katrina and they go to work in the oil fields of Middle East, there was this whole flux of laborers that used to go and work in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, as laborers. So that kind of became the reality of that chapter. So similar like that, there are a lot of chapters which you will keep bringing you to the reality, keep pegging you down to the reality, and take the journey forward. I think that wicked sense of humor comes out in me very often, because he keeps telling me that I just don't like him being happy, and I keep throwing him in either mud or I'll take him to Abu Dhabi in 53 degrees Celsius. Here it was all about him putting prosthetics and beard, which he used to hate, and then he used to come on set and give me all sarcastic, remarks. And his thing is that whatever he does, I have to do it first. So his whole game was, sir, क्या आप लगाइए एक दिन 3 घंटे बैठ के दाढ़ी, तब आपको पता चलेगा. So I told him, that's why I'm growing it. You should have grown your beard. So there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek that keeps happening between us, but he has wicked sense of humor and he's very happy. I think he's happiest when he's on set and he has a lot of people around him. You know, the beauty of Salman and Salim uncle watching the film is that if they don't say anything, it means they're very happy. So they've not said anything to me. I'm very happy with that, and I think we're going to release the film like this. That has been my journey with him on Sultan and Tiger. So if they come out and they give you a smile and then sit in their car and leave, that means the work is done. There are a lot of favorites, but the most challenging part for me was his old age and his childhood portion, which is the partition section. To make it look authentic and real, and have to have a scale that people should say that this whole displacement of so many people happened over a period of time has a very strong impact in the story. And the old age was that you're making the biggest superstar of the country look a certain way. It needs to look authentic, and yet it needs to have a cool element to it. So mix and find the balance between the two was the most challenging part.